And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent. I'm here to do your free psychic tarot reading for October 2021. And before we get started on that, I need to take about 30 seconds to do a quick drawing here for the free readings I'm giving away on Facebook every single month. So make sure you follow that. The link is in the description. So we're giving away 10 free readings here. I'm going to draw some names. This is the You and Me sweepstakes giveaway for October. We have 4 My Month winners and then 1 grand prize winner. So the My Month is a short and sweet little audio personalized file. It's a very popular product of mine. And these people will be winning that. We have Tracy L. and Tammy S. We also have Courtney S. and Ashley G. Laura A. and Monica C. Rhonda B. and Kelsey J. And then the grand prize winner for the 30-minute readings for the You and a Friend will be Esther M. and Mandy V. So congratulations to all 10 winners. You will be receiving those in the month of October. Again, please remember to follow the Facebook page and like the page so that you can be a part of future giveaways. And all these products are available on the website, scottsagent.com. And now back to your October reading. All right, Taurus, let's do it. Today they have dialed up a storyline spread for you. It is a big, wide net. It's a scatter shot across all the different Tauruses, and really it's good for a general reading because it's good at getting messages that are actually specific to you. Now, it's going to throw 3, 4, 5, even sometimes 6 different stories out there. And they're not all going to resonate with you. The whole idea is to find the one that does. I have had people say that multiple stories do sometimes resonate, but it's more rare and more the exception, I would say. It's really all about finding the one, but it's very good for that. And then we're going to end your reading with a health scrub. That is something that they wanted to conclude with, so we have a lot to do. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. Now I'm going to bring you in so you can watch. Go ahead and hit the like button and build up the energy in here. There we go. What I do now are my ritual cuts. It basically cuts the decks into 3 different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order, and that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. Do that with both of these here, and then they're ready to run. Same procedure as personal private readings. And then we're ready to go with the storyline for Taurus. Let's see what they got for you. Okay, there's our core group, smaller opening set at least. One, 2, 3. Okay, so they're going to start us with 3 stories. Let's get some more information. This bottom one is going to be large. It's going to be the big one out of the group. I'll move all this into focus much better once I finish with the cards. How are we doing with that? Pretty good, actually. Okay, good. Now I just need an angel card for each. And we are ready to rock and roll. See what's going on in the world of Taurus here in October. Okay, very good. Let's go to work, Taurus. Time to do it. I'm going to start with the small story. This is very going to be congruent with how we're going to wrap up with that health spread. Here they're talking about chakra clearing. And a lot of this, falls in line with health. Your chakras and your health line up. It's almost like your chakras are spiritual health. At least when I read blockages and stuff like that, that's what comes up. Things are they line up and they match. So it's going to be interesting to see how we wrap up with that. But as far as the story number 1, the first thing they want to talk about is how many blockages do I have? No, it's fine. For some of you, this is going to be like a really in it to win it. There's something that you should have left behind, but you've just decided, no, I'm going to stick with it. This is health related or chakra related. So this is something that you maybe should have given up, and you just decided, no, it's not going to happen. I'm just not going to do that. And, you know, like I said, not every story is going to be for everybody. I feel like this is going to be a little bit more rare, but this feels like a very, very stubborn Taurus to me, or a set of stubborn Tauruses. Basically, the next card here is showing a blocked event of some sort. So this is like something that could have been celebrated, but instead it's like celebrated in reverse. It's almost like, hey, I broke a diet. I'm going to go get ice cream now, or go to like I'm going to go get my favorite dessert, or go order a whole cake for myself because, you know, I'm not on the diet anymore, or something like that. So it's at least on the negative side of it. I guess this can also be read positively. I just find more humor out of that one. I'm sorry. But the more positive one is if you're just in it to win it. That could also mean sticking with something. But I'm still showing a blocked event. So I kind of like my first definition more. And the blocked event could be, I mean, it's a variety of different things. They don't tell me specifically, but, you know, it usually has to do with something that could be celebrated, or something falling into balance that's like falling out of balance. So usually it's you know, in it to win it as far as like the old patterns that you used to be doing. So this is going to probably make a lot more sense to us when we get to the end with our health scrub. I'm really interested to see how that goes, because they're also talking about shapes here and patterns and things like that. So we're going to get into that soon. Let's move into story number 2 now that I'm confused. Hopefully you're not, or at least one of these other stories will make more sense. Now this has to do about repeating lessons. So this is going to probably be a very large amount of Tauruses. October is going to give you these lessons again that you have learned, to see, okay, well, have you learned this, Taurus? Have you really learned this? Has he or she really learned this? They're going to test you, and they're saying for a lot of you, you're not going to do so good at this. This is an area that you struggle. This has to do with letting things go, and it also has to do with looking at kind of the negative perspective of things instead of looking at the positive. These are the things that you struggle with here in story number 2 for my Tauruses. They really want you to take back your power. That's the Angel Oracle card that's above the whole thing. Basically using your own intention to manifest into your life what it is that you want, and to kind of take ownership of it. They say a lot of you just feel like, you know, it's the wheels of fate and things just happen the way they happen, instead of like you having control. So it's almost like you forfeit your control in a way. So that's not good. We don't want that. So the lessons about that are going to be reoccurring in October. Be aware of that. The perception area, when you're looking at what you don't have or what you've lost instead of what you have, it's just not good, because it's a, you know, the law of attraction, you're going to just attract more of what you're thinking about. And if you're thinking about like, oh, woe is me, you know, sad stuff, I'm a victim, all these kind of negative thoughts, you're just going to keep perpetuating it to occur and manifest itself into your reality. So it's just not good. We don't want that. And in this case, in this deck specifically with this card, they show that you don't even think there's a good side. For a lot of you, it's just like you're so dwelling on the negative that you don't even see that there is positive left to this situation. So there definitely is. You just have to, you know, kind of reframe some things. Now, as far as the hoarding and letting things go, I don't feel like this is hoarding like physical things. Of course, for some of you, it could be. But this feels a lot more energetic to me. This is more of like just letting things go that you've been hanging on to. So this is more like, it feels like emotional baggage, or even like habits or limiting beliefs, probably a big theme there. A lot of kind of emotional heaviness. I feel a lot of emotional heaviness here in Taurus's number 2. The only advice I have to go back to the angel card. It says take back your power. They want you to do something about it. They don't want you to just wait around and wait to be saved or wait for a savior. They want you to be your own savior. So that's really what I have to stick with here. So there is story number 2. All right, story number 3, Tauruses. This is going to be a lot more pleasant of a story. Much happier themes going on. We have a lot of you learning new things. We have apprenticeship. We have hard work. A lot of you are working hard on your work and finances. They go together. A lot of you are teaching. A lot of you are teaching others. A lot of you are being taught by somebody who knows more than you. So there is counselor stuff going on here. That's what they brought up. Basically, many people benefiting from you, or you benefiting from shared knowledge from other people. A lot of that happens in October. If you get a chance to go to like a meeting or a workshop type vibe, very, very good things can come from that. That's really kind of what this is all about. Shared information. If there's any classes that you've been thinking about taking, or any accreditations, or any certifications, any kind of stuff like that, October, do it. I'm telling you. Really good stuff coming up there. All right, so moving off of that, we have the Death card. Sounds terrible, but I usually view the Death card as a very good thing. It's a brand new clean slate. It's like energetically, nothing is the same anymore. Everything is completely brand new in the situation. We have good credit. Now, this may be good money or good return on investment, and it might not be even financial. It might just be energetic return. So helping others, lending a helping hand, getting that back, whatever this new beginning is. We show here the Two of Swords. This is kind of like you really kind of getting stuck in your own head about which way you're going to take this. A lot of you are confused about choices, or one main choice in regards to this brand new clean slate. Now, a lot of this has to do with money. A lot of you have either received a big chunk of money or are going to be receiving a chunk of money. I have a big payday here. I mean, that's a good thing. And I have the Sun right next to it, the best card in the deck. So financially, this looks really good. And, you know, putting the two together, I don't usually read death that way, but this could even be like inheritance type stuff too. But, you know, how this all intertwines is going to be interesting, and it's going to be different for everybody, because this is a general reading. You know, we do have a whole bunch of you here in this Taurus bubble. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. If you're looking for messages that are private and personal just to you, I do offer private readings on my website, scottsagent.com. So what else do I have to say about story 3? I think that about wraps it up. I mean, there's not really a whole lot for me to say, because it's like so pleasant. It's so good. You know, like things for me, you know, I usually have to lend advice when things are rough or, you know, turbulent or difficult, but this is very, very happy type stuff, with the exception of the decision. And the only thing that I can really kind of lend more on that is just that Spirit is saying that either way it's going to be okay. It's almost like just mute points. It's almost like you go this way, you go that way. Either way, you end up at the same point at the end. You know, it's like a day difference. It's like not, it's minimal stuff. So this is really not something to worry about. And if you are worried about what I'm referring to and what I'm talking about here, go back to the first card I mentioned, the counselor. Go back to somebody who knows more about this. A lot of you may be doing some kind of financial planning here, also budgeting, or going to somebody who's going to handle your finance or investments. All good stuff can come from that this month in October. So that's very good too. Now, before I get into the health scrub, I want to talk about your moon cycles. The moon cycle, I give you the forecast for every single month. That's one of the things that I do that not everybody does. October 6th, we have a new moon. That's a perfect time to bring anything new into your life. Anything you're trying to manifest into it, the beginning of the month, much better time to do that. Now, the opposite happens at the end of the month. That's October the 20th. We have the full moon. That's the garbage truck of the universe is what I call it. That's when you want to get something out of your life, something that doesn't fit and you don't want anymore. You know, like taking back your power. Like I said in story number 2, this getting rid of old stuff, this hoarder card, whatever this is that you're getting rid of, even if it's energetic, doesn't matter. Baggage, emotional stuff, and limiting beliefs. Get it out. End of the month is the perfect target date. You try to do it at the beginning of the month, it can still be done. It'll just be a little bit more complicated. Now, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet, a little reference guide, a little tool, and it's absolutely free. You get that by signing up for the newsletter. It's at the bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. You enter like your first name, your email address, send that off. I send you back your moon cycle cheat sheet. and that's free, so it's a good reference tool. And it goes through the end of the year. It's just not good for October, so good stuff there. Take advantage of that. So now on to your health scrub. I'm going to make a little bit more room here for myself. And here we go. We're going to go top to bottom here, 1 through 7. Bend it around because I'm running out of room. Okay. Just hit a couple talking points here. They actually have a lot to say, interestingly enough. Usually when the health scrub comes up, there's like an area or 2 they want me to focus on. Here we have like 5 out of 7, so chatty bunch tonight in regards to your health. And this hopefully talks about story 1, so we can understand that finally. I guess we'll just start at the top and go through. So the first thing at the top, your crown chakra, it's coming in slow. And you know, that relays directly to health too. So take things slow. Any kind of headaches you have, like, slow down. That's your body telling you you're going too fast. Pay attention to that in October specifically. You know, after October ends, I would kind of probably purge this advice, any of it. This is really just for right now, okay? Just to make that clear. For a lot of you, they're talking about when it comes to your head and your face and your eyes and your nose and basically your senses, they have a decision has to be made here. There's some kind of some senses are a little off cue here. I feel like it's hearing for a lot of you. Need some hearing adjustment here. So maybe this is like hearing aids or something like that you need to take a look at. Yeah, so it's a good opportunity to take care of anything like that has anything in the center of your head, you know, which includes hearing. And the reason I'm focusing on hearing is because it's the judgment card, and it's a person blowing a horn. So it's, you know, it's pretty obvious that they're talking about sound and audible and hearing. As we move down into the throat, bad habits pop up there. It could be a very good time to purge bad habits with the throat, and that's more like smoking, you know, where cancer could start to dwell. They could be trying to get ahead of something like this by me telling you this. That's the first thing that occurs to me. I would probably stick pretty hard to that. Pretty heavy on smoking there on 3. 4 on the heart, we have impatience. So they're saying this could be like a very kind of up and down time for your heart physically. It could be like dysrhythmia. It could be like, I don't know what the word is, the medical term. Is it like palpitations, or, you know, when it's a little offbeat, or, you know, perhaps like beating fast on its own, or beating slower than it should. You know, just pay attention to that. I'm not super concerned about it. It's the temperance card, so it feels like it's more of kind of an annoyance to you than it is like an actual medical issue, okay? But just keep an eye on it. We actually show really good on your yellow here. Yeah, the solar plexus is showing very complete, very open, and very, you know, just so your upper stomach, you know, the toxology, so there's a lot of like really good flow going on there. I'm not concerned about anything in the upper stomach whatsoever. And then even lower stomach is coming in very good too. It's just a different tone. But they're saying your willpower right now, a lot of you are really strong on the willpower. So anything with health that you guys are trying to do, I mean, October is the kind of the key, especially in your midsection is what they're saying. So anything in like your torso area that you're trying to shore up for health, really good time to do that. Take advantage of it. And then finally at the root chakra, which root's hard to pinpoint because it's your extremities, your fingers, your arms, your legs, toes, feet, sexual organs, all that stuff. They're saying bad decision. Just be careful about, they call it giving and receiving. So I'm not sure about the context of how you would put that. let's just say be careful when it comes to that. It's a tough one to pinpoint, But if you're being reckless, especially on the sexual side, they show bad decision coming up there. And, not all gifts are pleasant. Not all gifts are gifts. Some gifts keep on giving. So I think I've said enough. So anyway, there is our health scrub for that. I know we've been through a whole bunch today. This is going to conclude the reading here. I do want to thank you for joining me. Please do remember to like and subscribe so you'll see future videos. And remember to tell a friend. And I will see you all in November.